Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Okay, I can hear myself. That's good. I can hear the slight pitter-pattering of the rain falling through this hole in the ceiling. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be good. It's good to be live again. Get our headphones all situated. And I think it's intro time. Let's do the intro. Hello, 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 and welcome. This is Laggy Couch, or Aggy Couch, or Justy Mage. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I am doing well, sort of. We'll talk about that, but for now, more Jump King. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? You know, last time, I didn't fail the cages once. Not even once. So it's good to start off by discovering new ways to fail. All of just barely a minute in, I think. So that's good. I'm sure I'll need to get my rhythm back in this game. So, first things first, I'll just talk about my day. No, let's talk about the game first. So, last Jump King stream turned into kind of a serious talk about psychology and, like, performance psychology, I guess, specifically. And because of that, my focus was not on the game. Now, part of that might have been my brain trying to protect itself, because I think maybe if you focus on this game too much and all the repetition and just, you know, dare I say, jumping, you know, it's kind of like staring directly at an elder god. Your sanity is at risk. So I think that, like I said, may have been a self-defense mechanism of my mind. But this time, you know, I think Jump King deserves more attention than we gave it. And our goal is to do that. So we'll give it some nice attention. I don't plan to go on any long psychology tangents today. I can't promise anything. But oh, I remember that. Okay, so you got to go all the way to the right and then fully jump. Okay, we got it. It's fine. Just get the memories, knocking the cobwebs out. It's fine. This is all good. This is all according to plan. I will hear no arguments to the contrary. So, that's why I wanted to play this game, because we did it wrong, and because I hate myself. That'll become more clear here in a second. So, as you might remember, or maybe not, if you stuck it all the way out to my last stream, to the very end of that, I said, you know, I've got a lot going on today, so I may or may not stream today. And that was true. I had a lot going on today. But I still feel like streaming. Let me explain what I've been up to today. So, I woke up at 6:30 or so, got on the road at 8 a.m., drove 5 hours across the state that I live in, had an interview, drove 5 hours back home, and got back home at 8:15 or so. So I was gone from my place for about 12 hours today, and the majority of that was spent on the road driving. So, as you might expect, I'm a little worn out, but it's kind of a weird kind of worn out, because I feel a little bit, well, I feel like I should be more worn out than I am. But when you think about it, I was just sitting in a car. Driving can be exhausting in and of itself, you know, especially in traffic. And there were parts of this trip that were trafficus, that had the traffics happening. But I don't know. For whatever reason, I feel like I have the energy. So we're gonna go. We're gonna do this. We'll see how we feel tomorrow. It might hit me tomorrow. This could be like a delayed reaction kind of thing. Wouldn't be unprecedented. So we'll see what happens, but for now, I feel like streaming. I'm gonna stream. Damn it, I'm a grown boy. I can do what I want. So, interview went pretty well. They actually offered me a job on the way back. That's not gonna hit. You gotta jump all the way. You gotta jump all the way. I wish I could put a sticky note there on that wall just to remind me, hey dude, you gotta jump all the way over there. And then I would make the jump every time, and I wouldn't be doing this right now again. Right, so I got offered the job, but I learned some things about the job, which make me kind of maybe not want to take it. I'm going to sleep on it. I'm going to think about it. I haven't made any decisions yet, but it's good to have options, and I have options right now. So, yes. Sorry, I was just checking if the stream title updated, and it did. I like my alliteration in my stream titles, and today is no exception. So, So yeah, I did a lot of driving, a lot of listening to music and certain streams by certain streamers that I really like to pass the time. And all in all, like I said, could have been worse. So, that's my day. I am looking forward to going to sleep. I think it's going to be one of those things like the second I lay down to sleep, it's all going to hit me and I'm just going to be out like a light bulb, which is good because I usually have trouble sleeping. So, I will embrace this exhaustion as a form of natural sleeping pill. Okay, all the way over. Full jump. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. No, no, no. There we go. So, nothing has changed with this game. The objective is still to jump. F. I don't remember what to do there. I've forgotten. I need to think more about it when I get up there. Assuming I get up there. I'm assuming I'll get there, but I don't know that for sure. There's no guarantees in Jump King. I guess there are guarantees. Let's go over them. You can jump. You will fall. That's about it. That pretty much sums it up. Oh, and there is a smoking hot babe at the top. I think that's a guarantee. Although certain characters start to cast doubt on it, I think. I believe there's a smoking hot babe. I think she's up there simmering, just waiting. Of course, the question I ask that pops into my mind is, how did she get up there? Damn it. Is she a jump queen, or was she dropped there by like a bird, or... Yeah, okay, so I don't know what to do here, really. Yeah, it's not going to be a bounce. Shit. There we go. Okay. That wasn't too bad. And now we're back here at the cages. The first nemesis of the stream. Can we conquer them? Let's find out. Ah. So. Yes. 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 Very good. Hello, skeleton. I missed you. Was he sniffing me? I think he was sniffing my boots, you know. I mean, we're not here to shame anyone, but... Come on, dude. I never consented to that. Ooh. Spooky music. Or, it's not really spooky. It's more atmospheric, I would say. There we go. And now we're back here. A place I'm very familiar with. You can... Well, maybe you can't tell. I can tell. You can't tell by that jump, but I can tell that, you know, a big part of this game is just absorbing how the jumping works and, you know, getting a feel for how long to hold the button down and all that stuff. And I feel like I've improved since last time. Again, may not be obvious, but... Yeah, it's not obvious. It's not clear that that's the case, but that's how I feel inside, damn it. And that counts for something. Up we go. I don't... What do we do there? What's the plan there? What's the approach there? This is a tactical jumping adventure, after all. So let's get tactical. I feel like I full jump. Yeah, okay, there we go. And then this one's not a full jump. And yes, then we fall down. Yes, 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 very good. Just like I planned it. You know, we always go up this left chimney. I wonder if that's the best chimney. You assume the left chimney is the best chimney, but we haven't validated that at all. Okay. I remember the poem up there. I think remembering that poem is actually what threw me off. I was gonna say, wouldn't it be weird if gravity was affected by your mental state? But it kind of is, sort of. Sort of. Not really. I mean, if you're sad, you kind of droop more, and if you're happy, you kind of bounce around with a spring in your step. So, sort of. It's kind of like your perception of gravity is affected. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. So, I've been trying to take care of my voice a bit better recently, on account of me streaming all the damn time. It would be sad if my voice got out of shape or damaged or something. A nemesis of my voice, god fucking shit. It's fine. It's okay. A nemesis of my voice for a long time has been road trips, because when I'm on long road trips, I always take the opportunity to sing. I don't know why. I've always been a car singer. We're gonna get that jump. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. It's fine. We're not getting upset. It's all part of the process. Embrace the process. So I kind of made a pact with myself, and I said, okay, today I'm going to try to talk as little as possible outside the interview, which is kind of mandatory, right? I don't think I could get away with an interview without speaking. I'm not that good. But I did okay. And then towards the end of my trip, you know, you get into like hour 9 of driving and you just don't care anymore. So, oh, there we go. So, yeah, I did belt a few out towards the end. I feel like my voice is getting in better shape, sort of, generally, right now, which is kind of weird. It shouldn't be, but, well, maybe it should be, because I'm getting used to... Oh, yeah, I remember there's a roof there. Okay. I don't remember what to do now. Fuck! Not that. Okay, that's... Mark it off the list. The list we got of things to do. Don't do what I just did. I don't care about the context. I don't care if I now have a sticky note on my desk that says, don't do what I just did, without any knowledge of what that refers to. Can't wait to wake up and see that note and be absolutely fucking confused after I forget that I wrote it. It's something I look very much forward to. Okay. There we are. There we are. There we are. Okay, now what? There we are. There we are, there we are, there we are, there we are. We are there. There are we. Are there we? I remember this being a bitch. It seems it's going to continue its bitchy ways, which... I don't know. Bitchy doesn't... I guess bitchy is a word, right? It's bitch-like behavior, perhaps. Yep. One up. Please? I said please. There we go. I'm also feeling kind of inspired because I was watching a karaoke stream earlier by, again, one of my favorite streamers, and she sung a song that I completely forgot existed, but that I love, and that would make a really cool cover song. So, I'm feeling kind of inspired about that. I had a plan for the next song I want to cover, but might change. We'll see. We'll see. I guess it all depends on how I feel, because I have not started producing the next song that I'm doing yet. Remember, going over there is a bad idea. That's why. That's why. See that? See that? That illustrates the point. Remember when I said going over there is a bad idea? You just saw why. So, don't ask me why. Don't tell me why. And up. Shit. That was short. All the way down we go into the drain. Yes, I believe that was the fall that ended the stream last time, maybe. Well, maybe not the exact fall, but this is where we wound up, so... I say wound up, I guess more accurately we wound down here, but, you know. Technicalities. Fuck! Alright. Back here. Good. I was missing this place. I was missing these golden flowers at the bottom of this drain that clearly thrive on the things that come through this drain, and I see a lot of brown stains on the wall, so, you know, you can do that math for yourself. I'm not going to spell it out. Okay. Alright, okay. It's fine. Again, this drip is kind of yellow. Draw your own conclusions. This is all well and good. You know what? It is nice. I'm going to jinx myself so hard. One nice thing about this game is, you know, there's no RPG elements. You're not leveling up. I think I kind of touched on that last time. But you still feel yourself getting better at the game, you know? And that's nice. It's nice to feel that way. It's nice to feel improvement. Our brains crave that stuff. Excuse me. Is he bashing beards right now? Skeleton, you gotta provide more context clues. And coming from me, that's pretty damn indicting, because I am the king of just saying something that doesn't make any sense to anyone else except myself. Okay, back here. Good. Back down here. Good. Back down here. Excellent. Wonderful. Stupendous. Superb. There we go. Up we go. Yes, 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 yes. Very good. Okay, that was not as bad as it could have been. Could have been much worse. I'll show you here in a second. Just stay tuned. You'll see. I guarantee it. There it is. See? That was much worse. We're experiencing it now. You kind of have two approaches to commentary with this game, I think. As many people that have played it on stream have demonstrated, this is a pretty good free talk game. And I guess as I demonstrated during my last stream, it's a game where you can turn your brain off. You don't have to think about anything. You can just jump and talk about whatever the hell you want. And that's fine. Shit. That's totally valid. I think the more challenging option probably is actually doing commentary on the game, because, as I've said, you're kind of, okay, like, what are you going to commentate on? The actions you're taking? It's all jumping, motherfucker, so get out your thesaurus and figure out all the other words for jump. I haven't done that yet. I probably should have. I probably should have as research for this. As prep or something. Skeleton, I don't care anymore. You're cool, but I don't know what you're talking about, so. Maybe the skeleton is a reflection on me, as someone who's just prattling on as people run by. About who knows what. They might stop and stare for a minute and be entertained, but eventually they will move on to other things, to their other concerns, leaving me in a cage, all skeletal-like. Right. I'm not bitter. You're bitter. Okay. What was I talking about? Right. So, commentating on Jump King, the game. Again, you can talk about jumping, but for how long can you talk about jumping? This game's going to take at least a few hours to beat. You got 3 hours of jump material stored up just for this game? Maybe you do. If you do, hats off to you. Well done. So you're not going to talk about the jumping, which is pretty much all the gameplay. I mean, you can kind of talk about strategy, I guess, and stuff. Shh, forgot about that. So we're relearning all the things that we've forgotten through very, very painful lessons. Our teacher is called Gravity. She is a big lady, and that's cool. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Damn. Okay. You can rage at this game. That's fine. I think we're probably going to get there soon. Maybe sooner if I keep doing shit like that. But, you know, again, how much rage content do you really have in you? You can talk about the set, you know, the level. I think that's probably not a bad idea. This is one of those games that leaves... It doesn't tell you what's going on, but it leaves you clues, you know? Yeah. It leaves you clues about what's going on in this world. And it's kind of up to you to put the pieces together. Shit. And kind of draw your own conclusions and story. So we could do that. That's a way to pass time. So what's going on in this tower? Okay, so there's a forest at the bottom. There's a drain. So this is a castle on a hill, I guess, right? A hill with a forest at its foot. And then obviously the drain takes care of the wastes from the castle, like from the kitchen down there, etc., etc. And there's a town on top of the castle, which is kind of weird. You know, usually, you know, I think back to, wait, no. What's that Zelda game? Ocarina of Time. I think back to Ocarina, and I'm like, yeah, so the castle town is at the foot of the castle, right? You don't stick a town on the top of a castle. Okay, that's a new way to fail. Exciting. What's that? The old thing about Thomas Edison, right? He figured out like 1,000 ways to not make a light bulb. We figured out one more way to not make that jump. Shit, and that's the way we've been trying over and over. If Edison did what I did, if he took my philosophy to that jump and applied it to making a light bulb, we'd probably still be sitting in the dark right now. Okay. That's one of my favorite ones, you know, we're just going to walk off the side and not even give it a proper attempt. We're just going to waltz on over the edge. Fuck it. I like redoing parts of the level, and that's what we do. What was I saying earlier? Yeah, I talked about this poem. It's okay. My pack that I failed at singing in the car. My voice feels pretty good though right now. I've got a little thing going on like the right side. I think it's okay. I'm not too worried about it currently. Maybe that'll change. Fuck! So tonight might be a shorter stream, and that has nothing to do with what just happened, I promise. I know it looks bad. I know it looks coincidental, but I assure you. Obviously, it's been a long day, so at any moment, my internal battery could go, yep, nope, you're done, buddy. And I've kind of got to oblige it, so. Elijah Wood, star of Lord of the Rings. That wasn't even a joke. That was just an observation on how oblige sounds like Elijah, kind of. Aren't I just so fucking funny? Skilled, good looking, too, let me tell you. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Come on. I don't think Jesus can help us here. Although there is a cross in this game. Spoiler alert. I'm just saying. I've seen most of this game, but... I said this last time. I've seen most of this game, but... seeing and doing are two entirely different things. As I'm demonstrating right now. If seeing was enough, then we'd be done with this. We would have been done with it in half an hour. The speedruns of this game are pretty quick. I think they're on the order of 10 minutes or so. Maybe less, I don't know. Like the actual speedruns. There's probably ways to glitch the game out and go faster than you should, but I'm talking like a legit, like you're actually jumping via your own skill and all that. I think 10 minutes is about right. So, and I think if Steam isn't lying, we're at about 99 minutes, so hour and a half-ish, plus today's streams, another half hour. It's right at about 2 hours or so. That doesn't count the time put towards my Switch version, which was not very focused. Again, I'd play for 15 minutes at a time until I got bored or annoyed, or both. Probably more annoyed than anything else, I would say. I guess bored of doing the same area over and over again, which is leading to annoyance. Or something. I don't know, man. So yeah, there's a town on top of the castle. I don't know why I tried to do a full jump there. It just doesn't work. It's never worked. It's not going to work next time. It's not going to work the time after that. It's not going to work. If you go back in time and try it, you'll find that there's no difference. The physics haven't changed. A full jump is not going to do anything for you there. Okay. One thing about this game, kind of going back to how to commentate it, in a game like Elden Ring or Dark Souls or, something with a bit more gameplay variety, let's say. Again, I'm not trying to set the again thing. Sorry, I had something in my throat there. Definitely didn't say again, but it was a physical thing. So whatever you heard or you think you heard, you didn't hear it. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. Yeah, so in other games with more variety of gameplay, which is like most games, I think it's fair to say. One of my favorite things to make comments about, to commentate, as it were, is when you fail, right? Because the energy's up and you go, ah, dang it, look at that guy. Bullshit. Wow, he never used that move before. Oh, I dodged that. And it's great. It's the best, let me assure you. Whereas with this game, your failures are all pretty much the same. You're pretty much failing a jump and falling down. So it's kind of similar to the jump commentary problem, right? It's like, how many ways can you make a comment about jumping, and then similarly, how many ways can you make a comment about falling? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out, huh? We're gonna put that to practice and get some real hands-on scientific experimentation data. I don't know why I struggle with this part. You'd think I'd have it down by now. Again, well, the again thing. Woo, baby. We are on fire tonight with all of our favorite verbal tics. So last stream, I didn't actually check this. I think I said something about this. I believe if you would go back and kind of scroll along the YouTube bar for this stream, at least half of it would be in that room down below. I think. I haven't run the numbers. I haven't actually done it. But that seems right. And so you might think, well, it's good that you did that, because now, after having done it so many times, you've clearly mastered it. And, you can move on to new exciting parts of the game. And unfortunately, the answer is no. No, I practiced doing it wrong, I think, so many times that it's now impossible for me to do it right without a great deal of luck, concentration, a bit of skill, a dash of open-minded clarity. I don't know, maybe some pickle juice might help, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know. Here's the thing as well. I kind of self-guilted myself back into playing this game. I told myself that after last stream, man, Jump King, you didn't really... kind of did the game dirty. Kind of like I did Vampire Survivors when I was doing my sound check stream that turned out to be freaking horrible. After that, I felt bad for the game. I was like, okay, I didn't really do the game justice, so let's give it another shot. Similar principle here. But I had a feeling that Jump King is not appreciative. I have a feeling Jump King doesn't give a shit whether I feel guilty or obligated or anything. I think Jump King just, it's an ironclad world where you must jump to succeed. You must complete the jumps. And Jump King doesn't care if you're laughing, or if you're crying, or if you're screaming, or if you're sleeping, or if you're a zombie, or if you're dead in the grave, or if you've just been born. It doesn't care. What it cares about is if you make the jumps or not. Guilt doesn't matter. It's all about results here. Fuck. And that result was not what I wanted. Sometimes I wonder if I could stream without cursing. And I tell myself in my mind, yeah, you could do that, but I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure I could. Maybe I could, if I really had to for whatever reason, and I was really focused on it. I still think one would, a word or two, a choice word, would slip out every once in a while, even if I was, you know, in a life or death sort of situation, like you lose a finger every time you curse or something. But cursing on stream is fun, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe that makes me have the mental age of like a middle schooler or something. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah, there's the argument about cursing as well, right? Which is like, it's not creative. You're just being lazy. Use your brain and come up with a creative insult. I'm all about that. I wish I could. Something I'd like to work on. I'd like to have the best, most creative insults for every situation. I'd like to just pull them out on a moment's notice and just drown whoever I'm talking to in the tastiest, juiciest, dankest, most creative insults. But I don't know if I've got it in me. That's, yep, not that. It's not that. That is not that. Do that instead of that. Do this instead of that. You can do this. You can do that. Okay. Yeah, it's just a full jump. It's fine. It's okay. Not worth worrying about. That was close. I think the game was a bit generous there. I landed on my toes on that one, and then I guess Jump King might have some very strong toes. It wouldn't surprise me. You know, maybe he, you know, because of the falls he has to take, he's probably an expert at absorbing that impact as best as possible. So maybe, you know, like if you were to fall, you would kind of crouch when you land, right? And flex your knees and maybe your hips, and that's how you would dissipate that, because if you kept your legs straight, you would break your fucking legs, right? If it was high enough. And then maybe if you're really good, you'll do like a roll or something at the bottom to, you know, I've heard that's a good way to, like, if you have to jump off a train or like a moving car or something, try to tuck and roll. Never tried it. Okay. I think I'm kind of going right here. It's like, why didn't that work? That should work. It's because you got to go from the upper platform, dummy. But okay, so I'm kind of, there we go. That's the lightest of jumps. Wait, who? What? Okay, I'm not going to jump back to read that note because I'll be back. I promise. Right. Alright, we go for bird. Last time I tried to jump for bird from that upper platform, and I think that was a mistake. I think I was supposed to drop down here like this. Shit! Okay, at least it spits me back out here. We can deal with this. We can deal with it. That was almost too much. Ah, fuck, I forgot to read the note. It's okay. We'll be back. I promise. I guarantee it. There we go. Okay. I don't think I got that coin yet. I think, like I am maidenless, I am also coinless. There we go. Was that necessary? Don't know. That wasn't necessary. Talking to you, game. That could have been worse. That's the thing with this game. You can always, well, you can't always say it could have been worse. Sometimes it's the worst. Specifically when you make it all the way back down. I hope those days are behind us. Hope we don't have to see the man at the bottom of the hill in our little tent. I think I did that before. It didn't work the second time either. Oh no. We're regressing. We are regression. We're recessing. We are doing things that are not a blessing. It's testing me. So blind that I can't see. All the way back down in the sewers I be. Why not go all the way down? Why not just walk off the side? My freaking favorite. Ain't nothing better than a brisk walk off the side. And then just let gravity take over at that point. Alright, back through the sewers, my old friend. Okay. So, What else? Do you think Jump King's cape makes him, or helps him jump further? I bet it does. I bet it adds a little bit of extra aerodynamics. Because if he didn't have that cape there, you know it'd be sticking out his back, right? Like, you know it's there. It's his sweet, sweet, thick AF butt cheeks. Just flapping in the wind. And those are going to pick up some serious turbulence, some serious resistance. So I think the cape kind of smooths that out. We're back in the Red Crown Woods, baby. All the way back down here. Yes. Good. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, I think the cape blocks his cake and helps him get that extra bit of height. You know, when you're a professional jumper like this, every little bit counts. Every little bit makes a difference. I guess for Jump King, it's probably not all about aerodynamics, though. It's probably also partially about protection. Because Jump King knows accidents can happen anytime, unless you're prepared. So always be prepared. That's why he's wrapped in this armor. So he won't have any accidents. You know, you're just having a good time. You're just jumping around, having fun, trying to get the maiden, just jumping, and all of a sudden, bam. You fall to your death, spilling fluids all over the place if you're not properly protected. So, remember, kids, always, always wear protection. I've got the Steam page open behind the game. And the Steam page has a nice rendition of what the Jump King actually looks like when in non-sprite form. So you can see he's kind of wearing, he's got elbow pads on, and you can see he's got a gold chain around the cape that you can't really see in the game in the sprite. And he's got like a yellow shirt, and I guess the pants match. Yeah, it looks like the pants match too. So very bold colors, you know, like a bright yellow, a bright blue for the armor, and then the red of the cape. And I guess brown for his gloves, his boots, and his belt. I respect that. I don't think I personally have ever worn that exact combination of colors. In fact, I probably have only worn yellow on very rare occasions. Yellow's just not a color I rock very often. I like more dark colors, like dark blues and blacks and like dark red or maroon sort of colors. Those are kind of my jam. Poisonally. But I don't think I have anything yellow. It's because I'm so edgy, you know. If I wore things that were too bright, you know, my friends might make fun of me. So, and that's important. That matters. So I gotta demonstrate that I take myself sufficiently seriously. That, yes, indeed, my fashion choices matter, and you will respect them. Will I ever get this part down? Okay. It would be great if I could just whistle by this area without failing constantly. I feel like I'm still just getting lucky when I make it. And it needs to be more, I get unlucky when I don't make it, and that's the exception, not the rule. Right now, the rule is I fall down, and it takes me about, I'd say I'm about 1 for 10 or something. That's just going by gut. It may be worse than that, but it's probably worse than that. It's probably more like 1 for 20 or something. It'd be nice to get that to a 1 out of every 2 or 2 out of every 3 or something, but you can talk about something being nice, or you can actually do it and see which way gets you there faster. You know, I'm surprised the Jump King doesn't take a nibble of those carrots that are kind of dangling. I'll show you in a second when I fall down. Inevitably again. Ah, the reverse jinx. Ah, fuck. You can't acknowledge the jinx until the act is complete, or the jinx will become unjinxed. Right here. You see this carrot? Like, this is a carrot, and I guess that's meat there. But, you know, walking by, it's right at mouth level. So if that was me, I'd just Just grab that shit with my teeth and then crunch on it. That reminds me, I have some carrots in the fridge. I should have those. They're little delicious baby carrots. I love baby carrots. I feel like they're a very good, nice, healthy snack, especially if you don't slather them in ranch, which I have not been doing. I don't think I have any ranch, actually. Does that make me a bad person? Possibly. Is that like a test of purity? Do you have ranch in your fridge? If not, probably a demon. That's not a full jump. It's never been a full jump. We've been over this. This stream, even, we've been over this. Okay. Go. Go. I'm still thinking about that job offer. It's a shame that I wasted 10 hours of my life, and I think it's probably for a job that I'm not going to take. Like, that's sad. Or kind of a waste of time. I mean, so the best way to look at it is, well, it was practice. You know, we learned something. Unlike what I'm demonstrating right now. Maybe we didn't learn anything. Maybe I'm not capable of that, you know? I mean, if you were to tell me, laggy couch, I don't think you're capable of learning, I'd be like, bullshit, prove it. And then you could play on a loop all the times I failed in this area. And that would be pretty strong evidence. That would probably get me convicted in a court of law. I think. I'm pretty sure. Huh. Okay, alright. Good. I guess I could... I think it's probably fine. Like, this is a bit too real life, but I won't be specific. So, this job that was offered to me after my interview. The reasons I'm Man, why does Jump King always turn into real talk? Huh. I think it's, again, because the nature of this game being kind of difficult to keep things fresh. Your mind kind of wanders to other topics, like mine clearly did just there. But just really briefly. Oh, right. We go left here. That was a very generous little arch or whatever, semicircle sort of corner there. Kind of spit me right back out. Said, no, you're fine. Try again. Your mistake is not unforgivable. And in fact, we forgive you right now. So, thank you, game. But the thing with... Okay, I'm going to read this note. Town Hall Board of Notice. This abandoned town, which is clearly abandoned, which no one lives in, is henceforth irrevocably, eternally, foreverly, uncancelably, and undeniably claimed by right of previous owners, blatant abandonment, as the sole property of merchant McGildus Dreg, which I'm guessing is the guy down below. In addition, I, McGildus Dreg, shall rename this new shining center of commerce. It shall be hereby known as Bargainburg. Should any legal inquiries or complaints arise, contact... Thank you for your cooperation. No, thank you. Does he sign it? Nah, that's it. Okay, so this is his town, I guess. Allegedly. Apparently. Okay, I don't know where to go from here. Last time we... Okay, so maybe something like this. Ooh, yes. Just... Uh-oh. Okay. So this is not a full jump. But it's not a half jump either. And it punishes you for undershooting it. Because I overshot it the first time, and it wasn't so bad. Nope. Let me tell you a true story. In my mind, let me give you an insight to the inner monologue of myself. Narrated by myself in hindsight. Skeleton, not now. I'm telling a story. You said her chest. Kind of gross. Skeleton is thirsty. If we can move his cage over to the left, he could probably get some of this rainwater, and that might help with his thirst. Skeleton is down bad, just like I am. I guess, it appears. I was saying something really important. Like, critically important. That's right. So you know what I did before that jump that I failed, where I fell all the way down here? I said in my brain, again, direct insight into my brain, okay, we're going to really focus now and get this jump perfect. That's what I actually said, and then I fell. Retreading old ground here a bit, but I think I said before, for me personally, anytime I say something like that, like, I'm going to try now, it always comes back to bite me. It never freaking works. So I may as well just wing it. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. Up, up, up. And away. Here's another problem with this game. It is so ripe for the sunk cost fallacy. And if you don't know what that is, I'll briefly explain it. Sunk cost fallacy is the idea that, or it's a logical fallacy, right? So it's something that people's brains do. Kind of like the gambler's fallacy, you know? So we'll go over both of those, I guess. So gambler's fallacy is basically when you think you're due to win, you know? It's like, let's say you flipped a coin, a fair coin, 10 times. And you got tails 10 times in a row, right? Then the gambler's fallacy would be to say, next one will be heads, because we're due for a heads. After 10 tails in a row, chances must be high that the next one will be heads. And that's completely false. If the coin is fair, the chances that the next flip is going to be heads are the same as the chances of the next flip being tails. It's still 50-50. It doesn't matter how many heads or tails came before it. You can't derive the probability for something based on previous results in that scenario. I'm sure there's some situations where you can, like if you have a bag of marbles of certain colors and you start taking them out one at a time, then as you remove marbles, you can start to get a better idea of what's left, and then that works. But for flipping a coin, it doesn't work like that at all. So that's the gambler's fallacy. That's an example of a logical fallacy. Sunk cost fallacy, by the way, if you're ever just kind of bored, like maybe if you're watching the stream and waiting for me to get to the top of this fucking tower, then it would be forgivable if you were bored. So I have a suggestion for you as we do this again. Well, I haven't been there in a while, but at least in the past, there was an entire skeleton. You're so thirsty, man. There was, again, can't guarantee it's still there, but there was an entire Wikipedia page dedicated to logical fallacies, and I find that stuff super interesting. Because I think understanding stuff like that is a gateway into understanding yourself and other people better, right? So that's why I find it interesting. Anyways, after enough backstory, the sunk cost fallacy is basically when you're in too deep and you don't want to get out, right? So let's say you're investing in a project, right? And let's say you've sunk $500,000 into it. And the people that are using your money and trying to come up with something, there's no results, right? Like, it seems so far, it may as well be a money pit. You may as well have set that money on fire. That $500,000 of yours that you worked hard for and you invested. And the people that are working this money say, no. Just $50,000 more. Just $50,000 more, and we will complete this, and it'll be worth your while. And that might be true, but it also might be true that the smartest thing for you to do would be to just cut them off there. And, like risk and all that stuff plays into this, but the general idea is just because you sunk a ton of time or effort or capital or money or whatever into something is not a good reason to continue or finish it or anything. The only good reason to do that is if there's going to be a payoff, right? Which has nothing to do with how much money you put into it. Probably. Again, there's always exceptions and stuff, but that's the general idea behind that. And so, at this point, you're saying, okay, Likey Couch, I'm kind of following you, I think. That makes sense. What the fuck does that have to do with Jump King? And I say, hold on, we're getting there. So, that applies to this game as follows. If you make it a certain distance up this tower, then you may feel compelled to continue. Because you'll tell yourself, look, at all this time I sunk into this, I've gotten so much better. I'm almost there. I may as well go through and finish it. And what you don't know is, well, I don't know this either, but I'm kind of assuming based on what I've seen from other people, this game gets harder and harder the higher you go. There very well may be a threshold, some part of this map where it is just physically impossible for you to ever get the timing down for a certain jump. That could happen. It's probably unlikely, but it could happen. And so, if that is the case for you, you would be best off ignoring the fact that you've sunk God knows how many hours in this game and made so much progress. You'd be better off just stopping. Like I'm feeling like stopping right now. This might be just an elaborate way of my brain to trick me into stopping playing this game, because you guys can't hear this, but in my ears there's a constant like sound, which is the sound of my frontal lobe, my cortex, all the squishy parts of my brain just crying in terror. You might be thinking to yourself, I'm tired of seeing this kitchen. I'm tired of seeing this particular brown, torch-lit, rain on the left side of the screen area. I promise you, you're not the only one that feels that way. I feel that way very strongly right now. But I will continue to climb. For my sanity has not failed me yet, even though I just tried to jump all the way on that jump again, knowing full well and good that doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. Huh. I said earlier, apologies if I've already said this, but my mind is kind of reeling right now. I said in my last stream that what would probably happen is you really need to not fail that jump, you know. That's not that bad of a jump, and it has severe consequences. Audible sigh. Audible frickin' sigh. That reminds me, we were talking about curse words earlier. You can always do what Yahtzee did in one of his books and just make up new curse words for yourself. If you do that, then they can be as vulgar as you want, but they're probably not going to be censored unless they come into the common usage. So that's something we might explore at some point. Just don't feel like coming up with curse words at the moment. A little bit of a hack there, like a life hack, I guess. But what was I saying? Yeah, that last jump, really don't need to fail it. Consequences are too steep. They're too dire. And it's not that hard of a jump, I don't think. So just need to get good, nut up or shut up. I say that. There will be no shutting up on this stream, pretty much ever. There will be no dead air. No, I don't need to see a dead air compilation or nothing. You know what I mean. I guess I could forget to unmute my mic or something. That's possible. But not this time. I remember... Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat. I think it was gibberish, but I could be wrong. remembered the thing I was going to say about my stream schedule. Last stream, at the end of the stream, I said I would probably either stream today or tomorrow, but not both. Probably. And my thinking was either I would be so tired today that I wouldn't want to stream. I should take the night off. Or maybe, just maybe, I would want to say, okay, today is ruined anyways because I spent 12 plus hours away doing stuff. So maybe I just call today a total waste, stream today, and then tomorrow I'll have like a full kind of after works worth of relaxation, you know? That was my thought process, but now I'm not so sure. Because I feel great right now, and frankly my throat feels good. I feel inspired. I feel like I'm capable of doing great things. Okay, this jump. There we go. Okay, that's fine. See, that's not too bad of a punishment. That is, though. That is, though. That right there. It's not great. I'll admit, I panicked there. I kind of hit the roof, and I thought I failed, and I spazzed out on the D-pad. And I panicked. I'm sorry. Because of that, because of my rash, foolish decision, we're back here. I hope you can find it somewhere in your heart to forgive me. If not, maybe you're a monster. Maybe you need to find forgiveness. It says more about you than me, huh? 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 Sorry, viewer. I didn't mean to insult you like that. It's a bit. It's not real. None of this is real. My pain isn't real. It's an illusion. My mind creates pain. Pain is an evolutional construct. Probably is, you know. I mean, I think I can imagine that creatures that feel pain are more likely to survive and reproduce than creatures that do not feel pain. So, next time you're in pain, say, you know, there was a reason for this. Of course, there's the whole idea that existence is pain, which I never quite got. I'm sure there's some merit to it, but I don't know. Seems a little grim to me. Although I do personally hold kind of a similar belief that, I don't know, may or may not be true. It's probably not true, but it's something I kind of believe for whatever reason. So I kind of think, and again, this isn't going to be 100% true, probably, but it seems to me that truly great art is born of pain, basically. The pain is like an essential ingredient, if that makes any sense. Or, to put a spin on that, I don't know if happy people can create great art. I think they can make pretty things. I think they can make things that are nice to look at, but I don't know. To me, pain is kind of an essential part of that expression. I'm sure there's counterexamples. Whoa! That was neat. Wish I knew how I did that. But yeah, I kind of also think that's kind of why certain artists start off really good and making good stuff, and then they find success and they kind of lose their edge, you know? I do, again, I'm an ignorant fool, and I'm sure there's counterexamples by the handful that I, you know, haven't heard of and haven't considered. But something about the pain of existence, in my estimation, gives rise to truly great art. And so when... Shit! And so when artists find success, they kind of lose that, I think. I think they kind of lose their edge. Anyway... Kind of tired of being in the sewers. You know, I can't tell this, and you can't tell this, but I'm sure it smells. So I'm sure our buddy Jump King, our buddy JK is tired of it as well. Regius Jumpimus. Okay. Okay, we're about an hour in, and I'm starting to feel I'm losing my grip a little bit. So we could give in, or we could push through. We could fight through. This will probably be a shorter stream. Partially to protect my sanity, partially because I should probably be more tired than I am. I think I probably said that already. Apologies if I'm repeating myself. Yeah, see, that jump... Okay, brief break. Brief break. Short break. Let me just... Okay. How many falls do we have? That's interesting. Let's see. 383 falls out of 3,374 jumps. So we're about 10% falls. Just a little over, I think. That's knowledge. So it means 1 in 10 times we jump will fall. Or something. Sorry, I'm just sitting back a little bit. My brain needs this, so your patience is appreciated. Be back in just a sec. Ooh. Diddly-loo, da-da-da, million dreams. I think I mentioned this before, but I did have some time to think today. I still think we should do our best to separate any singing from gameplay. But I'm not as scared as Twitch as I was when I first fired this stream machine back up. Not quite as scared as I was. But I am scared of YouTube. And if there's anything I want to protect, it's my YouTube channel. Because, you know, Twitch is great and all, but it doesn't retain anything. There's no archive. So everything I do here kind of vanishes one day. Unless it's clipped, maybe. I don't know what the retention rules are on clips, so... And I've been thinking maybe I should clip some stuff, but I haven't found any real clippable material. I fucked that up. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. There's the jumps where you kind of don't know if it's going to succeed or not, and you kind of go, 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 and then you're like, yes, or shit. And then there's the jumps where you immediately know, you're like, this is doomed from the start. And that last jump towards the purple pipe was the latter. This is what we want. There. Very good. Yes. And up. And bop. Are the, he doesn't really have a wall kick or a wall jump, you know? It's like a wall bounce. Is a wall bounce kind of like a fall? Or is it something completely different? I mean, it's kind of totally different, but kind of not. It's like a functional fall, you know? If that makes any sense. Okay, deep breaths. Deep breaths. It's okay. We're okay. Another observation as I play this game, because that's what we do here. We observe things and we talk about it. I have a tendency to be really hard on myself. It's something I've talked about before, and it's something I'd like to get a handle on, and it's something I struggle with, really, frankly. I'm better about these days, but still from time to time, I do struggle. So, one thing about this game is when you fail, it is your fucking fault, right? There is nothing else to blame. There's no AI that you can point the finger at. There's no enemies out there. There's no other players that are playing that you get to curse out. It's because you didn't do the fucking jump. It's because you weren't good enough. Which does feed into that self-criticism demon somewhat, right? Because there's no one else to blame. And also because, I think part of it as well is because you know you can do better. That's the worst, you know? When you screw up and it's something where you should have known better. Those are real easy to beat yourself up about, or with, or from, or to, or by, or throughout, or within. So, you could argue this game was tailor-made to make me hate myself. But at the moment, I'm not hating myself for failing. I'm more hating myself for choosing to play it. It's a little different. It's a slightly different flavor, right? Right now, the blame falls more on the game. It's like, this stupid game. Why am I even playing this? That's kind of my current inner monologue. Not, damn it, I want to do this. Why am I failing? It's a little different. It's like pepperoni pizza to your sausage or cheese or whatever. Do they not have ladders in this fucking world? Like, make a damn ladder, dude. I don't know. Maybe a rope. How about some ninja ropes? Maybe a chain. How about those suction cup foot things that are in all the cartoons? I feel like this man saw this problem and he's like, well, better get to jumping. And I think if he would have sat back and looked around at the resources he had and applied some critical thinking and problem solving, maybe he could have found a better way. I mean, I know he's the jump king. Maybe it's a personal thing for him. Maybe he's trying to stay on brand. Maybe he's like, if it can't be solved with jumping, then it's not worth doing or something. I don't know. I don't know what this man's personal philosophy is, but that wouldn't surprise me. Which makes him a much less sympathetic protagonist to me. To me personally. That one right there. That one is starting to grate on my soul a little bit. I can feel the glitter falling out of my ears and my butt as my soul is shaven away by that jump. Because that jump, I said it before, I'll say it again, and hopefully I'll never say it anymore. That jump right there is not a full jump. It's not. Don't do a full jump there. If you do a full jump there, it's not gonna work. Do a half jump. If you do a half jump, you'll fall back down and get to try it again. There we go. There we go. Good. Good job, brain. I'll have to find a way to reward my brain later. How do you reward your brain? You know, they had those... There were like rats, I think, that some psychologists set up an experiment with where they put wires into their brains and then they can directly activate their endorphins, I think is the right word. Basically, their feel-good chemicals. I think that's endorphins. So basically, they could run a surge of electricity through those wires and just make the rats feel the most intense pleasure whenever they wanted. So something I've thought about is, if you had the option, would you do that to yourself? And the obvious answer is no, but because it's fucked up, right? And of course there's going to be unforeseen consequences from that. But yeah, I don't know. It does feel wrong to me. Which is so weird, right? Because everyone wants to be happy, right? At least that's what they say. That's what everyone says. Like, if you ask anyone, do you want to be happy? Only the real weird people are going to say no, right? It would take a strange person to say no to that question. We're all searching for happiness. So if you had a button that you could press that... Hang on. I just remembered something. We had Steam pop-ups last time. I think I disabled them, but now I think double disabled them, so it shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, if you had a button that you could press at any time and you could feel happy, and there's no... Let's just say for the purposes of this thought experiment that... Shit. Shits. Okay. Yeah, let's just say for the purposes of this thought experiment that there's no downsides to it, right? Like, you're not going to develop any weird physiological effects or, like, weird addictions or personality traits or anything like that. Although I don't see how you could go through with this and not affect your personality, right? But let's just set all that aside. Let's say there's no negative consequences to consider. Would you sign up for that? Would you go have wires put in your brain that you could just press a button and you're having a bad day? Press the button and all of a sudden you just feel happy and good and warm and safe and all that. Someone cuts you off when you're driving to work? Just press the button and all of a sudden, who cares? You're just super swell and happy. There's something like inherently... I don't know if there's any recovery from that. There's something like inherently disgusting and non-human about that, right? Which seems weird, because, again, and I said again with meaning this time, it wasn't just a random one thrown out. We all want to be happy. It's what we're all looking for, but it's not just that. That's not the only thing that we need. I think what's missing, there may be other things, but for me, what kind of comes to mind, the thing that's missing is fulfillment, right? Because you're not earning that happiness. You're just pressing a button. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just a human with thoughts. Probably really stupid thoughts. I mean, why would you trust the philosophy of a person that is this bad at jumping? Plato would have never failed that jump. Socrates or Socrates or whatever you want to call him would never fall back down here to the 3 cages. Pythagoras or whatever his fucking name is would never fall all the way back down to the beginning of the sewers. He just wouldn't. It's not a concern for them. Because they're amazing philosophers and able jumpers, unlike myself. I got neither of those traits. They have both. Go watch their streams. You know, I wonder in the future if there will be AIs that can more or less perfectly emulate historical figures, you know? Like, I wonder if there could be an Einstein AI that's our best approximation of his personality and mind. I think AI themselves would see that as a waste of time, because why emulate an imperfect human when you can do so much better with the perfect AI? But still, it would be cool. Like a personality module AI where you can talk to all sorts of historical figures and stuff. And they would respond with our best approximation of how those historical figures would actually respond. That'd be really cool. I'm all about that. Get on it, scientists! Make it happen! I'm not gonna wait forever. I'm getting old here. Figure it out. Stop mixing beakers together and having slumber parties and do science, motherfuckers. Get on that shit. Speaking of science, I don't know if I don't feel like I've brought this up on stream. Probably not. Maybe I have. I feel like I've talked about it, but at the same time I don't. So that's a really definitive statement. If I have, then I apologize. And if I haven't, then I apologize for apologizing for something I didn't do. So, I don't know if you've seen the series Tower of God. I watched the anime when it came out, and I thought it was really good. And I actually liked it so much that I went and read the, what's the word? For a Korean webcomic. Webtoon, maybe? I don't know. I think it's right. Like, I read the actual webtoon at the time, which was right around the release of the anime, all the way through where it was. All the way through. See, when I wasn't streaming, I used to have a ton of time to do things like that, but that's okay. And it's pretty good. It's a pretty good story. Like, I don't know if it's the best thing ever. I've got some complaints, but there are parts of that story that are really fucking good. And I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I learned about that series. But there's a device in that universe that is freaking awesome, and it's called a pocket. And the pocket's like a little floaty orb thing. And basically you activate it, and it's automatic real-time translation to any language, amongst other things. I think it's like a flashlight too, I don't know. But the best thing about it is the real-time active translation thing. I want one of those so bad. If a company developed that, they would be rich as hell. And I would help them at that, because I would buy one unless it was just stupid expensive. I'd buy the shit out of that pocket. Probably. Where's my... There we go. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. All my OBS stuff went away. I was like, where's my OBS stuff? It was behind my Steam stuff, so... It's okay. I know you were concerned. It's fine. No need to be alarmed. You can go back that... You know... I know you're running around right now with your hands above your head screaming, but that's okay. No need to panic. You can sit back down, go back and relax. Everything is under control. I've got things under control. Everything is so Daijobu, you guys. It couldn't be more Daijobu if Majin Buu ate a guy named Joseph and then perished. That was unique. I don't think I've ever fallen all the way down from there to the bottom of the drain. Cool. Neat. Excellent. Good, good, good. Don't you love it when you learn something new? I know I do. It's my favorite thing. You know, they say you should try to learn something every day, and today, we learned that Jump King is a mean fucking game. I guess we already knew that. Jump King's not mean, it's fair. It's a fair... I know. I can hear the arguments. And you're right. You're absolutely right. I was just being dumb. That's my right here. I get to be dumb. No one can stop me. Only I can stop myself. And that ain't fucking happening. I can promise you that. Not worth the effort. I tried being smart once. Way overrated. It's way better to just be dumb. You got way less to worry about. People expect less of you. If you haven't tried it in a while, I highly recommend it. Give stupidity another shot. I always say. I just said that, just for the first time. So, it's not something I always say. It's something I said once, just now. I'm saying I'm a liar. I'm not really a liar. It's stream of consciousness, man. We kind of talked about that before, but there is no script. There is no plan. I turn game on, I play game, my brain goes dip 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 and just vomits words all over this microphone. It goes through the internet tubes and then straight to Twitch and then to you from there. That's the process as much as I understand it. You know, on the topic of swearing, I could try to set up a swear jar, I guess. That might motivate me, because that's what a swear jar is all about, right? Is motivation. Because normally you don't have any motivation not to jump. I'm sorry, to curse. Wow, that's scary. That's scary that my brain substituted jump for curse there. Signs that you might need to put the game down, but we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. At least for a little while. Oh, yeah, we've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. It's fine. I got plenty of gas in the tank. And I guess we technically did make progress today. We got to what I think has been referred to as the Kobe jump. And actually completed it. I'll never do that again in my entire life, probably. We did it once, and that's pretty cool. Put that on my resume. Resume jokes, because I'm in a job hunting sort of mood. Fuck me. Not really. It was not an invitation. That was something said in the heat of the moment. Right. You know, that looks exactly like what I just did, and the game punished me more for it. Bargenberg. I think it's interesting that the game acknowledges that guy's ownership of this area, because it calls this area Bargenberg, which is kind of what this note says here, right? That he renamed it and claimed it in reverse order. Probably claimed it before he renamed it. But yeah. Please. Thank you. Yeah, this jump. We actually did it once. I didn't say anything about it because I was shocked. And I was in the middle of a different rant. Shocking, I know. It's like, but you never rant. Yeah, I know. I agree. It was really weird. But yeah. So now I've thought too much about it. So yeah, we'll definitely fail. It seems like you want to be short. It seems like short is the way to be. Because if you're too far, I think it really kicks you back out. Way lower, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's not going to have any mercy for fucking that up. That's just a full-on jump. No forgiveness for that. There we go. Go. Hop. Hop. Up. Hop. 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 There we go. Hop. Ah, damn it. You gotta be so precise there. It's not a forgiving jump. Well, I guess it's a pretty forgiving jump in that the punishment for failure isn't that high, but it's a non-forgiving jump in that you got to be dead fucking on. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh no, I should have jumped down, I realized, as I jumped not down. Brain, I give you partial points for that one. Partial credit. 1/2 a point to Gryffindor. Actually, I don't know what house my brain belongs to. Never thought about that before. I think I did a housing test before. Don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. There we go. Very good. Very good. Very good. Smells like progress, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it feels like we're going somewhere new. That fucking bird. Okay. Recon. I have no idea where to fall if we fuck up getting that bird. But I'm kind of committed now. I'm kind of just on the warpath. And there's no getting off the warpath. Okay. I'm a little confused here. Let's take another gander. I think you've got a... Okay, so that was from the far left edge of that step. Let's try scooching to the right. Like, what about here? Closer. I don't think I was all the way to the right, so we'll try all the way to the right next. It's like here. I don't know, man. Well, I guess this game's unbeatable. Better turn it off. Better call it a night. Okay. Maybe... Okay, maybe I'm approaching this wrong. Maybe it's a jump the other way. So easy. What an easy little game. Alright, what's the deal here? Okay. I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it. Come here, bird. Oh, hey. Bird, drop your coin. I tried pressing the punch button, but it didn't work, which is weird, because the punch button hadn't failed me before. Up. Very good. Very good. Stop on it. Please? Please? Game, please? I'm saying please, so you have to let me go. There we go. There we go. By the way, Jars, I see your facepalm in chat, and it is so very warranted, so thank you for emoting what we were all thinking there. Ow. Please, though. Again, I'm begging this game. On my knees. Begging you, please. Up. Up! There we go. Now what, though? I guess over here? Okay. Rainbowed all the way down. Not all the way down, but a ways down. Oh my god. It's okay. It's okay. This is fine. This is okay. There's no need to despair. You are choosing to despair. It's not helpful. Become zen. Release your emotions. Do this again. My emotions are getting harder to release. God damn it. God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. Okay. I don't want to look! I don't want to look. Yep, we're back here. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. Whew. You know, I would feel... We're getting towards where I should end this. But I can't end back in the goddamn sewers. That's lower down than where we started today. I just don't... I would see this as a complete failure. I mean, it's not a complete failure, but... It's hard to take any comfort from that, you know? Again, no idea how that works, but I'm thankful. Thank you, game. Carrying on. But yeah, if... That jump is not a full jump. It's never been a full jump. It will never be a full jump. It's not going to be a full jump. It's not a full jump. You moron. Okay. Now, that's fine. Undershoot it. There's 0 penalty. Embrace the undershoot. Do it again. Feels good. Feels nice. One more time, please. Okay, that's fine. Okay. That was close, but okay. Deep breath. Short break. Okay. We just need to make some progress today. That's all we need to do. Then we can call it a night. We can sleep well. Everything will be fine. I can't quit on the sewers. It's really dangerous to set absolute statements like that. It's really dangerous. But I don't know, man. I feel like the penalty to my sanity for ending back in the sewers is going to be too steep. It's a price I can't pay, you know, and I don't want to take credit out, so. How would you even take credit out for sanity? Can you imagine, like, in the Lovecraft world where sanity's a bit like currency? A bit like that? Potentially taking a loan for sanity, like, if you don't have enough. Seems like a concept someone could have some fun with. It's fine. That's not fine, though. Okay. I was about to say something that would guarantee a jinx, and I held off, so... Fate, I hope you realize that, and reward me appropriately. If you're feeling generous tonight, Faith, I could really... Or Fate, rather. I could really use a bit of divine providence, I think. I think that's the missing ingredient to this... this concoction that I'm sipping on. Shit. It's okay. It's fine. It's not fine. It's fine. That platform kind of looks like a mushroom. This makes me happy. There we go. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to feel for that jump. I think you kind of got to shoot for the backboard, you know? He says with all authority, with, you know, and I'll probably fail it many times in a row after that. Okay, up we go. Down we go. That's okay. Just to prove I can do it twice. And up. Good, good, good. You know, it seems easy to hop down those stairs and just hop all the way down to that not stair at the very bottom. So, feeling very hashtag blessed that we didn't do that. And onward and upward. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have progress. This is further than we've ever been. I guess we... Okay, we don't want to undershoot this. Whoa, hang on. I didn't even see that platform there. Okay. Okay, that's fine. There we go. And I don't know what's up there, so we'll just jump straight up. Okay. There's stuff. The Great Frontier. Okay, we've been streaming for an hour and a half. Shall we stop here, or shall we continue upward? Yeah, I say we continue for just a little bit until our next fall. Until our next big fall. As long as it's not a fall all the way to the sewers. If it's a fall to the sewers, then we'll climb out of the sewers just on sheer fucking principle. But any other fall will be our last fall. Until the next fall, which will be next stream. Okay. So to get this bird, I've got to hop there. There we go. Bird, give up your money. What does he want from me? I sure hope you don't actually have to do a punch or anything to the bird to get him to drop his delicious, delicious chocolate coin. Okay. Well, that's not too bad, is it? Where do we go from here, though? it seems like we have a choice. We can go left side or right side. Left side, right side. Left side, right side. Left side? Always go left? Okay, that's fine. These consequences, I can handle them. Those consequences are less forgiving, but still not too bad. All right. What's the trick here? Yeah, that's not good. We shall employ the scientific method and a bit of experimentation. So... there we go. So kind of not all the way up against the wall. Kind of a step or two to the right, and then a mid-jump. I'm saying as if I'm going to remember that or retain it at all, because I won't. Moment of truth. Was it left or right that we were supposed to go? Yeah, it's not looking too promising over here, actually. So, back down we go. We chose poorly. Probably. It's a little tricky. You know, there's not much platform there. It's kind of more of a point than a platform. Wonder if... do we even need to? Maybe we don't need to hop on that platform. Maybe that was only a bird acquisition platform. Shit. 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 Okay, I think that's probably where we're going to call it. So, yeah, progress was made. I don't want to stop, but I should stop. It's the healthy thing for my brain, so we'll call it here. I don't think this is the last we'll see of Jump King. We will return to this wonderful, jumpy, bouncy world. But for now, we'll say adieu. This has been Laggy Couch, or Justy Mage, or Raggy Couch. Take your pick. I guess just housekeeping-wise, I mentioned this earlier. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow or not. The plan was not to, but if I feel tomorrow like I do today, then I probably will. I do need to take a break day somewhere in this week. I just need to decide when. So we'll play it by ear. No schedule, no promises or anything. It'll be soon, but that's all I can say. So, if you're out there, I hope you have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in, and I wish you a great rest of your week. Take care, and bye.